But one more time for good measure. I get you. Boom, gotcha. What is the Wednesday word? What is the Wednesday word? It's Wednesday, so what are we doing? We're going to talk about the Wednesday word. The Wednesday word is on this wristband that I keep flicking at you. One more time. Gotcha. All right. Hey, so what's on here? There's the word is keep. Another word is pushing. We also have a word muscle. And then we have the word hustle. So the Wednesday word of the week is hustle. And we have it on a wristband. So I'm just going to keep flicking it at you until we understand the meaning of the word hustle and why you should treat hustle like a muscle. First, let us do what we always do, which is let's look at the definition, and definitions in this case, because there's several and there's only one that I like. The etymology, where did the word come from? Okay, and then how do we take this word, understand it, incorporate it, and train it, in this case, like a muscle. Muscle. The first definition, to crowd or push roughly, to convey forcibly or hurriedly, to urge forward, to obtain by energetic activity, okay, getting warmer, to sell something or obtain something from someone by energetic and especially underhanded activity. Don't really like that. To sell or promote energetically and aggressively. I like that one. Okay. To lure less skillful players into competing against oneself at a gambling game. Okay. There's a pool. Okay. I'm just going to skip down to the one that made the most sense to me. So there's also to make strenuous efforts to obtain, especially money or business. Getting warmer. To obtain money by fraud or deception. Getting colder. To engage in prostitution. Way cold. And then number 4. This is the one I like. This is the one we're going with. This is the one that we want to put our attention on. Hustle. To play a game or sport in an alert or aggressive manner. Boom. Okay, so life is a game. And if you don't believe me, recognize that there's an entire board game called life. So consequently, life is a game. We should treat it as such. Okay, so how are you playing the game? Are you playing it with hustle? Are you playing it alert and with an aggressive manner? In Grant Cardone's office, there's a plaque that says we're in a hurry to help people. Okay, so that means we're hustling. And when you look at the etymology of this word, all it does is reinforce this. It says pushing activity. Activity in the interest of success. Juicy, right? Activity in the interest of success. Now, what if it turned out that you had a muscle somewhere in your body that enabled you to hustle? Meaning what? To play a game, life, or sport in an alert and aggressive manner. What if your hustle was actually a muscle that you had to learn and grow and develop? Love that idea, don't you? If you've got muscles, how do you develop them? How do you get them stronger? And how do you get them conditioned or to be able to function more efficiently? Strength, conditioning, okay? Endurance. Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to use the muscle. Best way to get strong, if you just want strength, it's through progressive resistance training. That means you add a little bit of weight, you get stronger, that weight gets easier. You add a little bit of weight, that weight gets easier. You add a little bit of weight, that weight gets easier. You're constantly doing what? Challenging yourself, pushing yourself to get a little bit better every single time. And if you want more endurance, it's the same thing. So whether you're lifting heavy weight, okay, or you're running, you want to get more efficient at the distance you're going. And then once you're there at the efficiency, then you want to see if you can go even longer. And when you're talking about strength, it's the same thing. Get really proficient at the weight you're lifting and then add weight. The back of hustle muscle says keep pushing. So hustle muscle, keep pushing, okay? So the game is life. Are you winning the game of life? When you're on the field in the game of life, are you hustling? In practice for the game of life, are you hustling? Well, heck, are you even practicing? Because what happens when you don't use a muscle? It atrophies. So you need to hustle every single day. And if you want to get better at hustling, then you need to make it harder every single day. Hustle daily, hustle harder daily, okay? So you can do a couple different things. So for me, I spend a lot of time on the phone. I track two things, volume and time. How many calls can I make? Or how much time can I spend talking to real people that are opportunities to help serve, get Cardone University into their company, okay? How much time do I spend doing that? And if I'm not talking to people, how many people can I reach out to and connect with? Volume and time. So if you want to build your hustle muscle, when I work on my hustle muscle, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at adding either time or I'm looking at either adding volume. So how much can I compress into one chock-a-block of time? Or once I'm on with somebody, how long can I have a meaningful conversation with them about building their business and building their hustle muscle? Okay, so let's give you some homework, okay? I want you to spend this week working on building that hustle muscle, okay? So I want you to look at your outflow. Outflow will always be senior to inflow. So I want you to take a look at your outflow right now, and I want you to figure out what you would need to do to increase your outflow by 15%. That is an exercise that should take no more than 5 minutes max. Figure out what you would need to do to increase your outflow by 15%. And then this week, every day, do it. Okay? So if you make 100 calls, that means you're now on the hook for making 115. If you spend 4 hours of talk time, you need to be 4 hours of talk time plus 15% of that. Whatever the number is, whatever your current level of outflow is, I want you to figure out a way to put 15% on top of that. That's your homework. And then the week after that, once you get that dialed in, that's routine, that's habit, guess what we're going to do? Add wood, add wood, add wood. 15%, 15%, 15%. At some point, you're going to pop. You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to hire somebody to help you, right? Which is a great problem to have because massive action, hustling, does what? New problems, right? So go get some new problems, 15% to your current hustle, go get her.